Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Crawl. Crawl is a 2019 creature feature following a college-aged girl as she looks to rescue her father amidst a hurricane. But underneath those rather treacherous waters are some alligators who look to stand in their way. Now I can get down with a good creature feature. Whether it be fantasy or these horror thriller type of movies, adding in some cool animals and mythical creatures is a good time and a good way to kind of endear me into your story. So I've always been one that enjoys even the more ridiculous thrillers that center around animals. Of course, we all love Jaws, but I've even loved Anaconda, Lake Placid, Deep Blue Sea. A lot of these big, crazy movies have been a lot of fun. However, for quite some stretch there, it seemed all of them were doomed to be terrible or also end up on the SyFy Channel. And the trailers didn't do much to sell this as being theatrical release worthy. But overall, I thought this was a pretty fun time. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. So really, like any good thriller in general, but particularly ones dealing with these creatures that come from underwater, suspense is built very well. They utilize the water to great effect and utilize negative space, dark spaces in general, all very, very well as a tool to build up suspense for the viewer. Now, there are definitely jump scares, which I never really have that big of a problem with. They definitely make sense when dealing with animals that attack from underwater and you can't see them. So jump scares are just a part of the territory, honestly. But what I really liked is that we were basically dealing with just very large alligators. And some of these alligators looked very big. Now, alligators certainly can get to this size. However, we get to quite a few of them, and I'm like, wow, this must have just been like monster alligator farming here. But I enjoyed that they just acted like alligators. They were just out in these waters. If they came across something, they would go after it. And for the most part, the hunting techniques felt more organic. It didn't feel like a big fictionalized hunt. It felt like alligators just being in a place and doing their thing. Now, I know I'm going to way mispronounce her name wrong, but I think Kaya Scodelario was actually really good in the film. I think she did a great job as a scream queen, but also as an empathetic character. And the movie did a nice job of making us root for her, making us kind of care about her plight. And the relationship between she and her father, I thought, started to grow. I definitely needed more development, but it was there. I also think the CGI is mostly good. The alligators almost unanimously throughout the film look very good. There are some moments with like water or with like flooding moments or just the hurricane itself that definitely look low budget. But we're here to see the alligators, and for the most part, I thought they looked solid. Plus, the film is pretty self-aware. It doesn't take itself uber seriously. It builds those thrills. It builds the tension really well. And it just kind of has fun. And there are some very funny, entertaining like moments of self-realization within the movie, and I appreciate that they kept that tone. The movie's just fun. If you're looking for an awesome creature-based thriller, then this will definitely suffice. It's not the best one of the bunch by any means. It's not even a great film by any means, but it's a fun time. It's a quick movie, it's not very long, and it flies by. So what doesn't work so well when it comes to Crawl? Well, it's definitely the case of what are you doing? Early on in the film, particularly, there is a decision our main character makes that was just so dumb, and I couldn't really understand why she was doing that. That it was like, oh, alrighty then. I guess yay for plot device stupidity in a horror film. Also, some crazy lines as we go through the film. Moments where our character, who is a swimmer, is told she's faster than the alligators. It's like, all right, let's just calm down. I don't care how fast. I don't care if you're Michael Phelps. This is not a race you want to get into. And there's also definitely a case as we move through the film throughout of Again, really, like anything that can happen will happen. I do enjoy that there's some self-realization there. However, you're just like, what? And of course, you're not going into a movie like Crawl expecting great character development, but they certainly set up a nice little story. We just don't really get any follow up, we don't really get any through line. As I said, the movie was only an hour and a half, but the way they cut this film off so abruptly was a bit jarring because you have plenty of questions. At the end of the film, we have plenty of story that could at least get a recap, and the film's just like, nah, we don't care about that. So look, the script isn't great. The directing is good, it's solid. The acting is solid, it gets the job done on what we need. The story, we've seen a million times before. But all of it is executed well enough that if you are into films like I mentioned, if you enjoyed Shallows, if you enjoyed 47 Meters Down, if you enjoy those type of fun creature films, I think you're going to have a really fun time with this movie. Now, again, none of the filmmaking gives this a full price ticket. So even at the highest recommendation I can give it, I would say a matinee price. And hey, you know yourself, if you're not into these type of films, if this totally sounds like a cheese fest to you that you want no part of, you're not going to enjoy it. It's going to be exactly that. So if this is not your jam, if creature thrillers are not your style, you could just skip this one altogether. For everyone else, if you allow yourself to have some fun with it, I think you will. So if you're in between, give it a rental. So ideally, you'll give this a rental and have a good time watching it at home. That is my review of Crawl. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Crawl? Or have you already seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought of the film. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.